Hello. We are back. My name is Wonder, and it's time for more UBL Highlight matches. This one we've got Turnips versus Matty, or Matt the Salesman. Matty we went against last week actually. You may recognise that team. I believe that's almost the same. I think that's the same team he brought against me actually. I don't believe he's made any real adjustments. Oh, Duskmane Cosmo didn't come. What did come then? Or did Serena not come last week? Serena may not have come last week, but I was afraid of it. So we may swap Serena out for Duskmane not Cosmo for Serena. But yeah, so we did play Matty last week, and we were very scared of that UBL and that Mega Kangaskhan. Versus Turnips or a Fat Rat, as they go by. Which we featured last week as well when they went against Airstream or Silverstone, where they did not respect Trick Room and kind of did not have a good time. So interesting things to note about each team they didn't bring. As we kind of talked about with Matty, there is no Duskmane to Crosma. There's definitely the Trick Room option there, obviously, with Stack Attack Torkoal. But there's also Tailwind with both UBL and Braviary. The team's really good, actually. Queenly Majesty is really good against Torn, actually. So, but it's no Arcanine. Probably makes a bit of sense. I mean, he has a Rain Core. Didn't choose to bring the Rain Core, actually. Did not bring Rain. No Politoed, no Kingdra. Turnips didn't bring his. Excuse me. Didn't bring their own Trick Room Core, like Hofgrigus and Mishana, but just have that Amoonguss, which is obviously terrifying. But we do see a Celigor and Mudsdale, which is always a fun interaction. Kind of similar to like a Celigor Palisand actually, where you can Water Shuriken yourself, but instead of getting the like +6 defense, you only get like a defense boost for each hit. I would argue maybe Mudsdale's overall the better Pokemon, but I think for that strategy, Palisand kind of works better. Is there anything else notable that neither didn't bring? No. Yeah. I think we're good to just get into this match. Going into this, Turnips or Fat Rat, I'll probably just go by showdown name just because it's easier for me referencing on screen. Was going into this 1-1. They won their first week against Canna, and then lost against Airstream as we saw. Matty is 0-2 as of this with this battle. Going into this battle, having to join as a spare coach, so had to take a loss like pretty early, and then went against me, which I'll be honest, I've probably got one of the stronger teams in the league. Even though I say I'm scared every week, like it's my team's honestly kind of busted at times. So he hasn't had the best of starts either. But we'll see what happens here. Let's get into game 1. What would I expect Eva to lead? That Serena is really good just to deal with this Taunt, but I mean, you could see like a Amoonguss with like Gengar stuff. You could just expect this not beat up, Water Shuriken shenanigans with the Mudsdale. But we'll see what happens. We see Horse and Speed. That's really interesting. You see Braviary and Stack Attack, because that means Tailwind or Trick Room are on the table. But we do see the Mudsdale Celebrate lead. There is no redirection from Matty, so it's understandable to just go with this. And there's the Water Shuriken. Get that weakness policy off, as well as a stamina boost. That's 2. That's 3 hits. 3 hits. We see Tailwind come off. Stack Attacker avoids, and we see Stealth Rocks. Can I just say, that's so unlucky. Because at +2, that Stack Attacker's dying. I don't care if it's got like 211 defense, that's dying at +2 from a high horsepower. And the rocks go up. These are the two, like, I mean, Silgo's one of the main Pokemon you don't want to get hit with rocks, because it's presumably got like a sash. So, it's not the worst thing in the world. And Tailwind goes up for Matty. Here we see a Protect and a return into the Aselgor. And we see the... poor Aselgor doing, presumably, 1 whole damage. 1 whole damage with Final Gambit. Yeah, that Tailwind definitely really helped, because otherwise that was going to be not a dead Braviary. Braviary actually has a lot of natural HP. But a very wounded Braviary. I mean, I'm not sure what the Protect was for, because, like, these are 2 very physical Pokemon, so I don't know. Maybe we could have got away with not having to Protect there. But I don't know. Would you see a Toxic? Ooh, that could have been quite bad. That could have been rather bad. We do see a Zerworld. I will call it Zerworld because I know what that means. I know the reference. You freaking weeps. As I take a sip of my drink, because staying hydrated is good. Anyway, so now we have Dialga on the field, but there is a Tailwind up and a Stack Attacker, which I'm guessing gets a ground type move of some kind, and Braviary, which gets superpower. So I'm a scared Dialga. I want to Protect, and I want to kill one of these. Nope. Alright. Well, the Dialga took that really well, actually. A lot better than I would have thought. And we... Oh. Okay. Why do we... Why are these the games we play? Can we just... Can we go one way? We go 1 week without Psych Up. Come on. Oh my goodness, why? Oh my goodness. Oh, that... This is my life now. I'm just, every week it's just something has Psych Up. I know we had the... I guess there was inspiration taken from last week when we had everything with Psych Up. Oh, why are these the games we play? So we've got a really, really bulky Dialga. I'm not sure if it actually still takes us... Actually, no, it's +3 defense. It probably actually does take a superpower at this point. We see a Power Whip come out. That does not. That does just a chunk. Okay, Dialga does go down. Crit. I don't know Dialga's spread. So, I mean, I don't know. It was close. It would have been close. The crit may or may not have mattered. We don't know. But that Rock Slide definitely does a chunk. And then we see Kang versus Gengar. Ooh. Interesting. It's 2v3. No, it's 2v2, because Stack Attacker did go down. Does a Kanga not Mega hit just to fake out the Gengar with Scrappy? And then maybe try to take out the Gengar. But then you don't have a way through Mudsdale. It's a tough one. I'm not sure what you go for here. My main worry would be, I presume this is going to be a Mega Gengar with Focus Blast. I'm so scared of Focus Blast missing. Maybe there's Sucker Punch on the Gengar and the Kangaskhan as well. So yeah, there's a lot of mind games. Like, it's definitely close here. See the Mega. We see the Mega. We see Fake Out into the horse, into the Mudsdale. Is that? Oh, that sucks. So that's where Parental Bond actually bites you in the butt, because that actually gives +2 stamina. Wow. Yeah. For once, you actually don't want to hit twice with Fake Out, because that just went from +3 to +4 to +6 defense. And now I don't even know if Serena can really deal with breaking through this Mudsdale, even with Power Whip. We see a Sludge Bomb come out, that jigs at Serena. Flinch. And then we see D-Bond, which is actually fair tech. Wow! Okay, that's really funny. So, Kang didn't kill... So, never before of my life have I seen Mega Kangaskhan's ability actually hurt itself so much. It gave Mudsdale +2 defense instead of just the +1. And it didn't do enough damage with the Soul Ice Punch, but the second Ice Punch hit did enough to take it out, and then dies to D-Bomb. That's... wow. So, one, we've got stupid Psych Up stuff again, which I basically choked on myself just laughing about. And I've just seen the Mega Kangaskhan's ability hurt itself 2 turns in a row. Huh. So, really, the question is, does Matty have a way to play around the Mudsdale stuff? I will switch the perspective in a second. Does Matty have a way to... I mean, you have to go special attackers, right? But you're only... well, it could be special... could be special Evil Toll? But other than that, you kind of want to go Trick Room with Torkoal. That's really the only other out. Obviously there's Amoonguss, but like, you have 2 things slower than Amoonguss, so... and Eruptions. So maybe that's what you try. Let's switch sides. There we go. So yeah, Stack Attacker, Torkoal lead this time versus Amoonguss and Thundurus. Okay, so yeah, I like this adjustment because if... I mean, I don't know if Eurydice actually would have lived the Mudsdale hit, but like, you kind of have to threaten something here. And Trick Room isn't the bad way to do it. I mean, you've got Amoonguss here, which is obviously always scary. I can... if Torkoal isn't specs, obviously you want to like protect Trick Room. Or maybe you just like switch. I'm not sure what the play here is. But this is a great adaptation on the Turnips end. Instead of just... it's like, okay, we got the cheese strat off once. Let's bring a more of a solid generic lead that kind of can answer a lot of different things. It's got redirection here. You got to be careful with this Thundurus trying to mess around because there's a Serena in the back. But yeah, you see Rage Powder and Thunder Wave into Torkoal. But that is an Eruption, and that is ceased. And we see Stealth Rocks. Again, I'm not sure why it's Stealth Rocks and not Trick Room. Because now, like, the use of this is why, unfortunately, Stealth Rocks aren't as good in VGC. Because 2 Pokemon go down, and your use of Stealth Rocks is right here. And this is it. Sure, there can be a decent amount of switching going on in VGC, but, like, it's not as much as in singles. So, that's why, like, hazards aren't used as much. But if a Trick Room went up there, oh my goodness. You have, like, Turnips lose. Easy. Every day of the week, he loses. But now we have Dialga Gengar. You take rock damage, sure, but, like, it's not the end of the world. You have 2 Pokemon faster than Torkoal, and you can just kind of go for it now. There's a Stack Attacker, sure, but, like... nah, I mean, it's still bad. You're still 2v4. I think an Earth Power from Dialga would actually take it out. Or take either of them out and then Gengar. So if you have it, maybe you Earth Power into Torkoal and Focus Blast into Stack Attacker. Okay, Sludge Bomb does a chunk. Earth Power takes out the Stack Attacker. And the Eruption's not going to do nearly as much, but it's not choice and he actually goes for the Heat Wave. That's the better play. It's looking rough for Turnips, but the Torkoal is very, very slow. So we see a Mega Protect from Torkoal, Fake Outs to Dialga, and what do we see? We see a Sludge Bomb into the Kang, and a Poison. Now how much does that Poison matter? That will die to like any hit from either of these Pokemon. So I'm not sure how much it matters. The real thing is you gotta be real scared of a Sucker Punch, because if that Kang has Sucker Punch and it Sucker Punches into Gengar, you are donezo, my fellow. There's a lot of mind games here. You don't know if this Kang has Protect. You know the Torkoal can't Protect, so do you take out the Torkoal? Because it will kill both of your mons with a Heat Wave. It's a real kind of... The thing is, obviously, Turnips is not out of this. He has one Pokemon faster than the Kang and one Pokemon faster than the Torkoal. So, in theory, he can do this, but it's just a question of mind games. Is there a Sucker Punch on the table? Is there a Protect on the table? You don't really know, and that's what makes VGC so interesting and dynamic, and I love it. Oh! Despite this looking bad, Turnips is not out of it, and that's what makes it cool. See the poison damage tick over, and there's no Protect come out, and there's no Protect come out, and that makes it now a 1v2. Oh, this is Life Orb as well. I don't know if we saw that last game. Did we see that last game? Was I just missing it? No, I don't think he... Did he bring it? We saw the cycle. Okay, yeah, we saw the cycle, but we didn't get to see it attack, so we didn't actually know it was Life Orb. Okay. But as two faster Pokemon, presumably than your last, the only Pokemon here that can save you is Yveltal. And it is Yveltal. But the Gengar can just click D-Bond. So, the only real play you have to, I mean, you go for Dialga here, you have to. And then it's a case of baiting out a D-Bond. Unless you're a Assault Vest, and then you automatically lose, because you have to kill the Gengar. But you can try and bait out a D-Bond, because obviously you have to basically make it so there's a turn, which you have to... Actually, there's a guaranteed win condition, I think. Unless Gengar just somehow one-shots this Yveltal. If you have it. The way to win here is you knock out the world, you have to take out Dialga, and then if you have it, you click Sucker Punch into Gengar every single turn. Because obviously you can't hit it with Sucker Punch if it debonds you. And then if it ever attacks you, you just Sucker Punch it. So that is the way to win here. But let's see what happens. We see the debond, and we see the Dark Pulse. Okay, he just didn't read the thingy, the debond. But yeah, there was a way to come out of that. It was take out the Dialga and then Sucker Punch, but it also looked like it was a special Yveltal. So maybe it didn't have Sucker Punch. But there was a way out of it theoretically, but I don't know the set on the Yveltal. So, but that will do it. That is Turnips or a Fat Rat at 2-1 now. Matty unfortunately at 0-3. Do feel a little bit bad just because he came into this league with like coming in 0-1, which did suck. And then he's kind of had a rough time. He didn't get to draft his own team. He's basically using someone else's. But hopefully he can either bring it back this season or take some notes and make it so he's ready for the next season. Because I do believe we're planning on doing a season 2 of this, or like just something, another season of this at least, because like it's super fun. Like there definitely needs to be some balancing, but it can be done. I think this can be balanced. And actually can make it really interesting, because obviously VGC draft is cool in general, and actually doing this sort of style of draft actually is really interesting. But yeah, I'll do it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. We do have one more match to watch, but it's actually not been played as of this point. So when that match has been played, I will go ahead and do a review for it. The last match that does need to be played is between Politoed and Erebus, which I believe are friends, so do look forward to that as two friendly peeps actually fight it out. So again, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you all have a great day. Take it easy. Oh my goodness. I can't even do an outro, right? Goodbye.